Okay, so Kill la Kill episode 2. So sexy she might pass out. The title of this episode actually stays true to the episode since the episode is just, my god, just fan service beyond fan service in the later parts of the episode, which I am to the point to where I'm doing great. I've already done the Fairy Tail chapter 355, to which was complete fan service everywhere, and now I have to see this. How much fan service can a dude see in his lifetime? A lot. So, for the episode, we is left off just uh, from where we left off in the last episode. Uh, Seeing how after she defeated the boxing club leader, who was a two-star uniformed dude, so she had apparently Yoko has to retreat due to the fact she is losing blood. Why? Well, she thought that the uniform needs to drink her blood every second because in the first episode, the uniform screamed out, "Give me more blood." So I don't really blame her. At the same time, it was a bit of a stupid thing for her to do. So when she retreats, she eventually passes out to where she is taking care of Mako's family, in which uh, I can't really say much except saying that I think I'm seeing Boy Cordy mixed with Gurren Lagann all over the place. So, meanwhile, the tennis club leader gets promoted to a two-star uniform and is given orders from the leader, Satsuki, to win a tournament, do not let her down, do not let me down type order. So we also kind of get saying that if she wins the tournament, then they would go for the rest of the northern Japan territory, which kind of I have a now I have a question of how much territory does this place have? Because they were starting in the scene, they were making uniforms, so they were kind of saying we would give it to all the students who are worthy of it, kind of like mid class to higher classes will wear it, making it meritary out of the students. So kind of makes me wonder how much territory does it have? And speaking of territory, apparently, from the theory I had, the stuff that I said in my first review of the episode 1, like I said, the setting's kind of like Soul Eater. You have like the school, then you have whatever's out there, like the town, then you have whatever. And here you have the school, you have the middle section, then you have the poor district. Apparently, the middle section, and I quote to what I believe, is the mid class section, to where people that are not those kind of people that can be killed off easily or given uniforms, kind of like a 1 star or a no star type of uniforms, will live in the mid class. So that kind of answers my question, but now we kind of have new questions coming out. Then we have, so Mako uh, actually gets kind of beaten up by the tennis club because apparently she's in the tennis club, and from around the last episode she was taken hostage, and apparently the club hates her now and is punishing her by throwing up thousands of balls going about 100 miles per hour, beating the living crap out of her with it, saying it's punishment for missing the meeting, and also not getting permission to be a hostage. What kind of logic? What kind of logic is that? Seriously. So, from so Ryuko tries to fight Omiko Agadate, who is the tennis club leader, in which who knocks Ryuko away since Senketsu fails to activate. Apparently needs blood, not to the point where you have to bleed eternally type blood. So she is found by her teacher after being knocked down to the sewer. Eriko Mizuki explains Senketsu about Senketsu is a Kirimi, which requires her blood to operate, providing her with a glove that to help her in that regard. after I don't know what to say what he did. I'm too scared to even say it. So after this, she goes back to fight Omiko, in which she's now able to activate her outfit. She is now challenged to go into a tennis court and fight Omiko in a tennis tournament match with only one match. So this is where the fan suffix comes in tremendously, and this is where the title comes in, because there were parts in this episode, in this fight scene, that was what the hell? So Ryuko gets a bit of a rough start using a normal tennis racket, but the leader has this big shine. I mean, holy crap! You don't need this big old thing. You can probably hit somebody and send them flying with this thing. Holy crap! I mean, that's kind of unfair. So doing it over and over again to where it was 0 to 40, Sengetsu tells Ryoko to get her sister blade out and use it as a tennis racket. So she was able to defeat Omiko's Goku's uniform, in which Satsuki herself appears before Ryoko to challenge her into a fight. Wielding the blade that, well, can cut through humans, prompting Ryoko to escape. And seeing the sword, like, Satsuki, we kind of learned that she does not wear a uniform. She only needs a sword. And apparently that sword is, holy crap. And the funny thing is, she kind of reminds me of the character, can't remember her name. She was that blue-haired chick in High School of the Dead. Can't remember her name. Psycho, or whatever her name is. I mean, she kind of reminds me of that character for some odd reason. So, up there is kind of a bit of a reference. But this kind of leads to the question, how strong is Satsuki? Is Ryukyu's strong enough to actually fight her? I mean, apparently, like, the uniform kind of saying you only got 2 minutes left, so she had to retreat. So basically, Ryukyu's got a time limit on the uniform. I think seeing how the uniform is, and knowing anime logic, it was probably around 30 minutes, probably an hour at most. So that's about it right there for the episode. So we do have several questions, like how many people does Ryuko have to face to actually defeat Satsuki? It's Satsuki the wielder of the other half of the Sister Blades, and exactly what the hell is going on with this show? Seriously. Now, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this episode's good? Do you think that it's still having a slow start? Because seeing Gurren Lagann had kind of like a very hard, slow start in the beginning for the first 2 episodes. Then it started kicking in. So I'm kind of skeptical. Is the pacing starting to come up? Are we gonna start seeing more episodes? Because last I checked, this is gonna be only 25 episodes, and we're only in episode 2. So from the pattern I've always seen for 2 episodes, apparently it's just like comedy, plot, then action, and then a little bit more plot of a cliffhanger. So that's about it. So that's all I have for today. Well, before I leave, I'll actually have to give the show a rating of a wow, 4.5 out of 5, due to the fact of it actually kept me entertained just a bit, and also kind of give you a little bit of some answers at the same time, gives you mystery. So that was pretty good. So that's all I have for today. I'm on Tayo, and you guys have a nice day.